If moss covers only one side of your roof while the other side remains clean, the shingles are probably not the original cause. That green pattern is a map showing where shade and moisture stay together the longest. Moss needs dampness, shade, and something to hold on to. North-facing slopes often receive less direct sunlight, so they remain wet longer after rain or morning dew. Overhanging trees make the problem worse by blocking sunlight and dropping leaves, needles, and organic debris onto the roof. That debris collects between shingle tabs and along roof transitions. It traps water, creates a surface where spores can settle, and prevents the roof from drying normally. Look at where the moss begins. Growth beneath a tree canopy points toward shade and debris. Moss concentrated near a valley or gutter may indicate slow drainage. Thick growth below a chimney or taller roof section may result from an area that rarely receives sunlight. The roof's condition still matters. Rough, aging shingles with granule loss provide more texture for moss to grip. Lifted edges can trap additional moisture, allowing the growth to spread beneath the tabs. Moss does not have deep roots like a tree, but established growth can still hold water and physically raise vulnerable shingles. That creates more shade and moisture underneath, turning a small patch into a self-reinforcing problem. Removing the visible moss without changing these conditions means it will likely return. Trim branches where appropriate to improve sunlight and airflow, keep gutters clear, remove roof debris safely, and correct drainage areas that remain wet. Do not cut trees improperly or climb onto a moss-covered roof. The surface can be dangerously slippery. The first place to investigate is not the green patch itself. Look above it for shade, beside it for trapped debris, and below it for poor drainage. Moss grows where your roof cannot dry. Help that area dry faster, and you address the reason it keeps coming back.